William, hopefully your favorite videographer from Two Hats Publishing. I welcome you to another Two Hats special of community events. Let's look in and see what's really happening.
Let's be keeping the feet in water. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead. Let's get in a circle and do our stretches real quick, okay? That's what I said, dude. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Come on, listen, take off your sweater. Let's make a circle. Move your chanclas over there. There you go. And let's see, let's make a bigger circle, guys. We need to spread ourselves out. Uh-oh, you getting sick? A little bit? Oh, wow. I can hear you. Let me try to place it. No. All right, let's have a seat. All right. Let's have a seat. All right, let's put our legs out like this here. All right, our favorite. Remember, we're going to keep our feet straight up, right? And we're going to keep our legs touching the ground, right? And then we're going to, lean over, we're going to be kind of like a Superman. And then we're going to lean over slowly. There we go. Let's keep our legs nice and straight. There we go. All right, let's hold it down. We're going to put our head down. Let's hold it down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, back up. All right, you okay? I always see you like. All right, let's put our left hand on our right foot. Okay. And then we're going to keep our legs flat, right? Both legs flat. And then we're going to try to, we'll just try it. We're going to put our forehead down, kind of like we're touching our knee almost. We're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up. Other side. Other side. Head down. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You sore? You okay? Just do what you can, like I was saying that day, even when you don't come, you should stretch out. Stretch out at your house. Because then your legs will get used to doing that, and you'll become more flexible, and you'll get less injuries, and you'll actually have more energy. It's true. All right, hands down. Let's do it again like the very first one that we did. Okay? Remember this one, we're going to drop our elbows. Let's try to drop our elbows down. Just hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. Just let's put our legs together like this here. Okay. Then we're going to go out to our toes. We're just kind of holding them. Remember, we're not going to let go, okay? We're going to hold our like we're hugging our toes with our hands. There, we're holding our toes. And then we're going to drop our head down. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we lift. Remember? We lift our toes, we lift our ankles. See how we hold it? Let's do it, everybody. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I'm not doing that.
You can't do that?
My shoes fall off every time. That hurts.
Okay, yeah. Well, it hurts, but it's like everything. Once you practice it, you'll be able to do it, okay? All right, so let's put our feet together. Let's try to slide it. Let's try to slide our heels as close to us as we can.
This one I like to do.
Okay? And then we're going to it's like we're hugging our feet with our hands. And then we're going to lift up our toes pointing to us. Okay? And then for fun, we're going to put our elbows right down on our calf. There you go. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, we're going to sit on our shins. Let's sit on our shins there. Okay. Sit on it for a second. This is the one that always gets me a little bit. My right knee is the one that gets me. So I gotta let it stretch for a little bit before I can lean back. There's like a knot. You can imagine a knot up your leg. Okay. So now, here, with our right hand, we're gonna reach out to the back, and then with our left, we're gonna switch over and stretch our back and our chins. Ready? We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now switch to the other side. Left hand down, Right hand back, like we're flying backwards here. You're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Then we're gonna hold still. And then we're gonna put like we're gonna fly away. We're gonna kind of try to touch our floor, our heat to the floor. Don't necessarily touch the floor, but we're gonna try to touch the floor. And then we're gonna hold it like this for 5,
Like rocks.
4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna come up. Remember, now we're gonna stretch like the back part of our Achilles and our ankle here. So what we're gonna do that is we're gonna kind of rest on our toes. See, there's my toes there, and then I'm gonna slowly like climb back this way, and then I'm gonna hug hugging my knees kind of. And you should feel that stress in the back of your leg. Yeah, you feel that? Now, if you keep your legs closed like this, it'll stretch it more. Okay, so let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now we can stand up. Yeah. And then do whatever stretches like for your upper body. I like to kind of move side to side. You know, your waist is where all of your movement comes from. So we want to rotate our waist in one direction, and then we can do it the other way. I know it looks kind of weird. Then we can just kind of lean to the side like this, and so you're stretching down like that. Okay. All right. All right. So before we begin, do you guys remember the homework assignment?
Yeah.
Which one?
You didn't do it.
Did you? Who did it? Raise your hand if you did it.
Me and Papa.
Did ya?
I'm not lying.
Did
I
you write?
saw you.
Okay. Remember how we're supposed to get on the wall, and we're gonna practice. So let's kind of practice that right now. But holding still. Ready? All right. So let's we're gonna try to stay in our spot. So we're gonna put our right leg back behind our left, and then we're gonna switch it. And let's try to do that again. There we go. Let's try to do it. Very good. All right, people. Usually when they don't get it, they start walking back or forward or whatever. Oh. Ah, there you go. They start walking back. So let's do it again. Let's keep doing that. And if you can, let's see if we can do it a little bit faster. Yeah. Ah, no, you're doing it forward. Do it backwards. This is back. It's like this. Okay. Oh. Very nice. Okay. All right. Now we're going to try that one, but with a hop. Okay. So imagine the foot that hops down, that pushes down. Imagine you're pushing off, and you're pushing it back. So you're doing off and back. Okay. So watch this. Off and back, off and back, and back, off and back, and back. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, can we all try it together? Ready? We'll do it nice and slow. On 3, on 2, on 1, let's go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you're there. Yeah, there you go. You can try it, come on. Just keep trying and it'll come. All right, that's okay. That's all right. So if you get the idea of practicing on a wall or a chair, and if you can do this, then all we'll have to do next is just add the hop. Okay? So let's continue to practice that one, okay?
I'm going to use your restroom now.
Okay, all right. Questions, we've had 2 classes so far, so questions, anybody on anything that we've done, we've talked about? No? All right, so after this week, we'll be halfway done with our sessions. So this is still kind of like the introduction and everything, right? But next week, we'll really rock and roll, okay? I think on Thursday, I want to do like a little simple project. So what I would like to do, excuse me, is practice like the dance for like an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then we will practice like an art project. Well, not practice, but do like an art project. Okay. All right. So while my son is coming back, let's see if we remember. We've done 3 danzas so far, right? Right? 3 of them. Do you remember what their names are?
I only remember one.
Which one?
The permission dance.
The permission, very good.
There was the fire dance.
The fire dance, the eagle,
And then
Mother Earth. Yeah, very good. Okay, so Now the permission dance doesn't necessarily count as like a dance. Remember, that's kind of like we're asking permission before and after, right? So we've done officially 3, yeah. And so now we need to do our 4th one, and then we'll practice all 4 again. Okay. Should we walk or practice the first 3 just to kind of get warmed up, and then do the next one? Yeah. Okay. So let's do the fire dance first. Ready? Okay. Who kind of thinks they remember it a little bit? Is anybody? No. Okay. Do you remember? Who remembers what the base and the flowers are? Like what that means?
the base repeats itself
Very
every
good.
time that the flower changes.
Very nice. Excellent. Excellent. Do you remember the base for the fire dance?
Oh yeah. There was already with the cat.
Excellent. Oh, excellent. Oh, cool. All right. Good job. Good job. Okay. So we're gonna do the fire dance first. Let me go ahead and yeah. These are I haven't used these before, but I don't want to put them on. The only thing is that my last strap at the bottom tore, so they slide down a lot. But what I'm hoping, and I'm not sure we'll be able to do this, but I'm hoping that we can make some for us, but it'll be real simple. Because I mean, these take like a month to make. we're not gonna be able to make, stuff like this, but if we can make something like simple, with like 6 of them or something on your ankles, and that way you guys can use them and keep them, and that way when we do our presentation for our parents, we'll look and we'll sound really nice. Okay. So I'm gonna put this on real fast and pray that they don't slide down too hard. Usually when I'm wearing tennis shoes, the shoes will hold them up, but since I'm not wearing shoes right now, I don't know how it's gonna be. And so we'll do all 3 and then we'll introduce the last one. So remember we talked about the 4 elements, right? So Earth, obviously, the Mother Earth dance obviously represents what? Which element?
Earth.
Right. And then the fire will represent?
Fire.
Excellent. What about the eagle?
Air.
Wind, air, excellent. So what do you think we need now?
Water.
The water then, but it's raining outside. Do you think we should do it today?
Yeah. That's actually better. No.
Okay. So, who knows about oceans, lakes, and all that? Who knows a little bit about that? Who knows who knows what causes waves in the water?
The moon and Earth, sun, Earth, tide.
Say that again?
The moon and Earth,
Well, the moon causes the tides, right? Meaning that's why water goes like this, because it's like the gravity force of the moon pulling on it, right? So the one we'll learn is a moon dance, and it's actually appropriate to do it now because we're entering spring. It's called rabbit, actually. And have you guys ever seen the rabbit on the moon? On a full moon? Have you seen the shape of it? Yeah. So I'll have to show you where you can see it on a full moon. Usually as you face it, usually it's to the left. And it's the rabbit kind of like this. Kind of bending backwards.
I never seen it.
You never seen it? Yeah. You can kind of see a little shape of it. So that's the one we're going to practice a little bit later. All right? Okay, so now that everybody's here, let's try to do the fire dance. fuego. So like everybody can see, right? So we can remember the names in English and Spanish, and then Nahuatl. What is Nahuatl?
Native American talking.
The language of the Aztecs. Okay? So let's say Nahuatl.
Now what?
Nahuatl. It's spelled Nahuatl. Nahuatl. And how do you pronounce it?
Now what?
And what is it? What is Nahuatl?
The Aztec language.
Very good. So when I tell you, let's do the fire dance, or that's what language is fire? English. And if I say fuego,
Spanish.
shield.
Native. Or now what I mean.
Nahuatl. Yeah. So if I tell you, tell me in English the name of this dance. Iztacuapli.
Eagle. Eagle.
Yeah, the bald eagle. Remember?
Yes.
Iztacuapli. Ista meaning white, and then cuapli meaning eagle. Because if you look at the bald eagle, it's not really bald. It's just the head is white and the body's brown, right?
Red periods.
Yeah.
Rainbow.
Okay. And then if I say, how do you say the Mother Earth dance in Nahuatl? Tonantzin. Very nice. And then that's also the name of something else that we've been practicing.
Yeah, the song.
The song. Does anybody kind of remember how the song goes?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody,
A little bit.
do you remember? Okay. All right. You know what? You got me excited, so let's practice it right quick. All right. I'm gonna follow. Somebody start it off for us.
Right.
Anybody want to start it off for us?
I'm nervous.
Okay. We're gonna practice at the end, but let's do it real quick right now. Ready? Tonantzin, tonantzin, tonantzin. Man, I can hear y'all. Tonantzin, tonantzin. Ipanema wani, koyo lo shauki. Laso kamati, tonantzin. Tonantzin, tonantzin. Tonantzin, tonantzin. Ipanema wani, koyo lo shauki. Laso kamati, tonantzin. Tonantzin, tonantzin. Very good, see? See, it's not a hard song, right? It's pretty simple. Good, okay. All right, so here we go, ready? We're gonna do the fire dance. Shield. On 3, ready? 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's work together. There we go. Very nice. Very good. Very good. See? Take our breaths. All right? Okay, so here's what I want to work on this one just real quick a little bit. On the first step and the third step. So I want everybody to follow me, okay? So everybody point to the left. Everybody point to the left. This way. That way. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so remember. Everybody's going to take one step to the left. 1, 2, 3. And one step to the right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Okay, all right. So remember, every time we start a dance, remember, we talked about, we always go to our left first. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but part of the reason is because as we look at our body here, our heart is to the left mostly. So we want to honor everything that we do in our dance and in these songs and everything. We want to do everything with our heart, okay? So the first step and the second step are really the same, except that the second part, or I'm sorry, the third step, except the third one has a spin. So let's practice this right quick. So it's going to go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to put our hands on our waist. Because what I want to do is I want everybody's waist, their belly button, to turn, to go into the turn. So everybody watch me first. That as my belly button. Okay? So we're going to practice that real quick. Ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Two more. Last one. Very good. Okay. So, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Natalie, Nicholas. No, that's not Zoe. Wait. It's right there. Jessica?
No.
Erica?
Yes.
Erica. knew it was just gonna happen. Can you give me the order? The first letter? J? Jacqueline? Jocelyn! Ah, Jocelyn. Okay. Can you give me a letter? N. Wait. Not Natasha. Oh. N. Oh, Nivea. Jocelyn, Erica, and Nivea. Sure. Jocelyn, Erica. Jocelyn. See, that's Jocelyn and Nivea. Nivea, that's Jocelyn. Jocelyn, that's Nivea. Okay. Natalie, that's Nico. Nicholas, that's Natalie. Okay, all right. So now, I know I look kind of goofy to do this like this, but the reason I did that was that so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the movement should look like, okay? Because remember when I did that example? Y'all tell me, what looks better? Okay, how does that look? It's kind of goofy, right? But what is? Which one looks better, the first one or the second one? Yeah, second one, okay? So what I want everybody to try to do is when we do, this is our first and third step. So it's like, okay? Everybody try real quick? Ready? On 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We're going to do it again. This is the one with the turns now. Very nice. Okay, very nice. Okay. Now, let me, okay, yeah. So we're going to practice turning, okay? It's very important that when we turn, you guys ever look like at a screw, you know, that holds two pieces of board together? Right, it's real pointy and it's got the threads and it goes kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is make our leg kind of like that, our body, okay? So first what we're going to do is put our left leg like this here, and then our knee is going to point.
To where we're going?
Yeah, to the direction, okay? So I'm pointing this way, so let's go slowly this way. Very good. Okay, now I want to put my right knee. Now you don't have to do it so hard, Jocelyn. Just kind of do it low right here. You don't have to go like that. Just go like right here. See, I'm barely covering my ankle, and then I'm gonna go like this. Okay. So let's try it together. Let's do the right. We're gonna do it 2 more times. But let's do the right leg. Ready? Okay. Put it in front, Jocelyn. Don't put it on your leg. Put it like in the front. Okay. Like lift it up. No. Like, look. Watch. Yeah. Because you're putting it on your foot and like you won't be able to move. But if you lift it up a little bit off your foot and away from your leg, you can turn. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Right leg. 1, 2, 3. We'll do it again. Very good. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to do with our left. We're going to do 2 complete turns. So this is what I mean by that. 1, 2. And then we're going to switch our legs. 1, 2. Go with me? Yeah? Okay. Alright, so remember we're going to do our left first, twice, and then our right leg twice. Okay? Alright, here we go. Left leg. What? Sure. Left leg, ready? Left leg. No, the other, yeah. Yeah, but look how everybody has their feet. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, change legs. 1, 2. Change legs. Change legs. Very good. Okay. So now we're going to put it all together here. The step that goes like this. We're facing our left, but we're swinging with our right. So imagine that there's an imaginary ball right here. You're kicking it. Imaginary ball. Imaginary ball. Imaginary ball. Okay? Alright, so here we go. Come on and just give her room. Okay. Alright. Is everybody ready? Okay, remember, we always start off to our left, but this time we're facing our left, but we're kicking with our right leg. Right? Here we go. On 3, on 2, and 1. Let's go. This is what we're practicing is the turns. So just get you to practice that with us real quick, okay? So everybody, left leg, yes. I call you Jessica, I'm sorry. It's because the lady nurse named Jessica, that's why I keep getting you confused. I'm sorry about that. Erica. Jocelyn, Nevaeh, Natalie, and Nico. I barely remember my name. Okay. All right, so here we go. Ready? Erica, when we bend our leg, it'll point us into the direction that we need to go. Okay? So right here, we're going to bend our left leg, and it's pointing that way. Okay? So everybody together, left leg. We're going to spin all the way around. Ready? Let's go together. 1, 2, and 3. Keep going. Keep going. And stop. Now we switch legs. It's pointing that way. Let's go. Keep going, and stop. Very good. See, like that. Okay. So now we're going to put it together. So remember, this is a step that we're kicking an imaginary ball here, and then an imaginary ball here, and then we're ending that piece right there. Okay. So here we go. Ready? Everybody together?
Yep.
On 3, on 2. We're going to do the whole thing together. The kick and spin. The kick and spin. Okay. On 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Very good, very good. Okay, now the last one I want to practice real quick. I don't think anybody gets confused, but I think sometimes if we go real fast, we may run into each other. Which side do we always go to first? Left. Okay, so remember this one is like a hop. Okay, so when we get into the hop, we kind of get in a squat position. Not necessarily a hop, it's like a squat, right? So we're here, so we're going to squat to the left, and to the right. And then left, left, left. Right, left, right. Okay? So we do that a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4. We ready? Okay. On 3, on 2, and 1. Let's go. Very nice. Okay? So what I'm going to have is, this thing come over here. Remember the sequence we did? Yeah, then what we're doing is we're doing this one with the spin, that one, and this one. Okay? Feel like it. Okay? Let me show you. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, I gotta watch him. I'm gonna drum. Because I want to see if I can get a better view if we need any help, okay? All right, I'm gonna follow him. So what I think that I'm seeing is that I think we get confused sometimes on which way we're going, right? Like I noticed a couple of times, like some people are going this way and going like that way. So we'll practice that in a little bit. Any questions on this one so far? Right? I know it's kind of warm. I'm sweaty. I'm like all super sweaty. Okay. Let's see. Let's practice our movements. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pretend. I don't know. I'm like a prize, I guess. So you have to catch the prize. So that means you got to follow me, and you have to go the direction I go. Okay? All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay. So I know that was kind of goofy, but what I wanted to got you guys to see is that when you're following somebody, I notice that you pick it up real fast. So think of it that way. Right now, because you guys are watching me, but there's other people that are doing it really good too. Okay. Just remember that if you notice, like I know we're missing half of our students today. But if you notice, there's several people that have really picked it up fast. And what I want to encourage y'all to do is, because this is how we learn, okay? This is how they learn, he learns. We try to get beside the one that's learning real good, okay? And just because you're not learning right now doesn't mean that you're not going to be good at it. For example, my wife will learn some steps faster than me, but now I'm the one that remembers all of them and she forgets. So, but she learned them fast. She would learn them faster. And now she forgets. She goes, how does it go? And I go like this. She goes, oh, that's right. So I want to encourage y'all to really, again, I know it's not a lot of us today, but try to be beside someone that you think is learning pretty quick and that we can follow. Okay? Get in your spot here. All right. Okay, I know it's kind of warm. You want to take a real quick water break?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do a quick water break. Open that door. Okay, so I'll give you guys a minute and then we'll practice. Remember how we did last time with the 4 directions and the bowl and everything? We'll do that here in a minute to kind of give ourselves a break. If you want to. We'll practice that, and then I want to introduce y'all the rabbit dance. Okay. Now, that one is easy. The only thing tricky about it is that there's a part where you do a lot of squats. Are you guys able to do squats? Like all the way down? My knee is like, oh, I can do them, but sometimes when like right now, I gotta warm them up some more. But that one, it has some squats. Okay. What else? Bless you.
Thank you.
So I guess I'll tell you a little bit like what's kind of interesting, and it actually goes into Thursday. We're going to look what they call the Aztec calendar. But what's neat about the Aztec calendar is that it's more than that. It has a lot of stories, and it talks about like our ancestors way thousands of years ago and some of the things that they experienced, right? Kind of like a history book. And then there's a circle. It has many circles, but there's a circle. Yes.
I've seen one before. Isn't there one called like Piedra del Sol?
Piedra del Sol, yeah. There you go. Exactly. That's what they call it in Spanish, yeah. And so on the Aztec calendar, well, first of all, it's 12 feet wide by 12 feet tall. Okay? I'm 6 feet. So picture another person standing on top of me, my height, and that's how big, and then picture, you know, me laying sideways in the air, you know, twice, and that's how wide it is.
It could probably go to the ceiling.
Oh yeah, it'll go to the ceiling here, and I mean, almost as wide as this room, right? And then picture it like, I believe it's 6 feet thick. Yeah, this thick.
So if it
Of rock.
you'll be like super hard to get out.
Imagine. Now, this was before, like there wasn't horses and cows here. Okay? So how did they build it? And then how did they move it? I mean, you can say they rolled it, right? But boy, if that thing ever fell on its side, who's picking it up and how, right? So it's interesting. Well, one of the things that's cool, what we're going to do is, on there is everybody's birthday. And on it also has like symbols of nature that kind of describe maybe who you are or maybe some of your interests or personality. It's called Tonalmashiot, Tonalamat. Yeah? And so we're going to look at that this Thursday, and you know, you guys will be able to learn which symbols are yours and what they mean. And then hopefully, because it's always fun, everybody always gets curious. Hopefully you'll learn it, because I'm going to teach you, it's real simple to do. I'm going to teach you how to read it, and then you can like maybe do your mom's birthday or your cousin, you know, and stuff like that. You know, so that'll be really neat. And that'll be this Thursday, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get it circled up right quick, because we started late, and so we're actually like really close to finishing, so let's circle up real quick, everybody. Put the jacket back. Okay, so let's circle up real fast. Circle up. Okay, whose purple cover that? Can I get you to grab it real quick? Okay. All right. So you wanted a turtle, right? Yeah. She said, "Yeah." You want to use a rub? Okay. You want to use a rub? Okay. So here we go. Sit over here. Okay. Wow, this is a weird looking circle. Let's make it a little bit prettier. Okay. All right. Jocelyn, I want you to stand right here in the center. Okay. Nico, can I get you to close that door, please? We're going to be a little loud, and we want to make sure there's no interruption in the meeting. Thank you. Okay. If you guys remember what we practiced last week, we practiced the opening. And the opening is honoring the 4 directions, right? Do you remember what they are, the 4 directions?
South, southeast, and northwest.
Very good. Never eat soggy waffles. I like that. Very nice. So we're going to open up to the 4 directions, and we're going to honor the 4 elements. And what were the 4 elements of life?
Water, air, earth, and fire.
Very good. Very good. Okay. And do you remember which direction do we start off with first?
That's east.
East. Very good. Yeah. And we do that because
Heart is the
My heart. Yeah.
because the sun rises in the east.
Yeah.
Very good, very good, okay. All right, so Jocelyn is gonna have the smoke bowl, smoking bowl, and I'm gonna get in the center with the tecopoli, right? Yeah, just like that, Erica. Like, do you remember kind of show her again real quick, remember? Yeah. There you go. Very nice, very good, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get in the center. Let's make our circle nice and neat. So I'm just gonna help her real quick, just to remember. So Jocelyn, we hold it like this, right? And then we go up, and we go down, and we go to the right, and we go to the left. And then we go counterclockwise, and then we go clockwise, like that. And then we turn to the next direction, and we do the same thing. Up, down, right, left, counterclockwise, and then we go clockwise. Right, and then so on. Very good, okay. So that's what we're gonna do, okay? So, east, I believe is this way? Yeah, well, we're gonna say it's this way for now, okay? So, Jocelyn, come with me. You're ready? So remember, look, we're gonna go there first, second, third, and then fourth, okay? Now, remember the rest of the people, I'm sorry I don't have an instrument for you or you, but the rest of the people are gonna shake the rattle and reach out their hand this way, whichever, is fine. And while she's doing the smoke bowl, I'm gonna kind of play this. I don't wanna play too, it's really loud, so I'll just kind of play a little bit. But we'll do that, and then when she's done, I'll stop, and then we'll turn in the next direction, the next direction, and the next direction. Now you'll be playing the drum, or the turtle as well, okay? Make sure we shake our rattles. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever you hear me go, because I don't want to do it too loud, you just start, okay? Do you remember how we go? Right? Yes, very nice. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. All right, so we'll all face the east. Okay. Huitzlampa. Huitzlampa.
East.
Huitzlampa. Huitzlampa. Huitzlampa.
Yeah.
Tlahuitzlampa. 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 Siwatlampa. Siwatlampa. Mitlampa. 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 All right, very good. Okay, yeah. All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Okay, everybody ready? So face that one, right? As soon as you just hear me go, okay, because remember, I'm not gonna blow super hard. So here we go, ready? And then you guys start playing the instrument. And then, like usually, depending on where we're at, her and I will walk up to the drum, and so we're gonna hold still and we're gonna pretend he's the drum. And then what you're gonna do is like you're blessing the drum the same way. Like that. Yeah. And then you can put it down. Yeah, put it right here. Very good. And then I would pass this over the smoke, and then I'll put it down. And then we get in your spot. Alright. And then, yeah, and we will stop, okay? So now, we just opened the circle, okay? So what that means is that now we're ready. We gave some, I'll show you what it is. I'll bring some copal. We gave some, we asked permission for the 4 directions. We say thank you to the 4 elements. Now we're prepared to share our dance with whoever is there. And now we put up our instruments right here, and then the drum is going to start and we're going to go. Okay? Questions on that so far? Because we're going to practice several times, but I want to make sure we got it. We're okay? Questions? Okay, good. Now I'm going to move these out of the way for now. Okay. I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to borrow this. Okay, so. Slide over a little bit this way? Okay. Pico, slide over a little bit that way? All right. Now this one is called Tochli. This one is called Tochli. 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 It means rabbit. Rabbit. Conejo. Right? Conejo, rabbit. And what's the other word? Tochli. So what's cool about Nahuatl is that since we use the alphabet that we're used to, the way it's spelled is exactly how it sounds. So how do you think Tochli would sound? Or be spelled?
T-O-S-H-T-E-L.
Very close. Very close.
Say it again.
Tochli.
T-O-C-H-L-I.
Very good. Now, what's tricky is that it has a T at the end,
Oh, T.
but it's kind of silent. You know, like when you look at the word phone, doesn't it look like phone?
Yes.
Can I borrow your phone? No, it's phone, right? So it's kind of silent. That's the way Tochli is. Okay? All right, so ladies, get up.
I can't untie my shoe. I got an iPhone. I got
Well, let's get. I guess we'll worry about it in a little bit. Okay. So let's get up. Okay. All right. So we're gonna practice our bass step. The bass step is what does that mean? Okay.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. Everybody's gonna just watch me first. 1, 2, 3. Everybody's gonna watch me first. Oh, that's the bass step. That's how to dance. It's like a little jog, like a little run. Okay, so everybody together, ready? On 3, 2, and 1. Two more times. Last one. Okay, very good. Okay, now, our first step is the same base step of shield. So, which is the base step for shield? Very nice. So, it's the same step. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Again, the same step, the base step. Okay? So the base step will be real easy because we're just like going back and forth, right? Okay, so the next step. The next step, when I teach it to some students, they usually change it a little bit. They put a little more groove or whatever. So you can do that, that's okay. I'm just going to show you how it is, okay? So everybody just watch real fast. 1, 2, 3. Now see kids go. Can't do all that. Can't do all that stuff. That's all right. But I want to show you how it is. Okay, so let's practice that step real quick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got the base step down, right? Because it's kind of like a little small run, right, to the left to right. Okay, so this next one, it's real simple too. So it's like we're kicking our feet forward, and we're kicking our foot back, forward, back. Okay, so let's do it together. What's that? Yeah, no, it's not. All right, so you ready? On 3, 2, and 1. Other leg now. Let me gather all my energy now. This is the one. You ready? In your spots. Everybody down. Did that pop?
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard that too. Okay. And let's switch on one here. Okay, so this one here is where the name gets, where the name comes from, Toshli, which means
Dog.
rabbit. So I want you to show me, what do you think from this position, what do you think a rabbit moves like? Yes. Okay, so ready? Okay, so let's all do it together. Ready? 1, we're going to do it slowly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Well, you can move around. A ver, Topicin, do some. do some squat. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Like that. Okay? So now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to excuse me. My knees won't allow me, but that's what I need everybody to do. Okay? All right, so let's get everybody together. Ready? I'm going to pretend that I'm going to do it, but I'd like to see how I do it. Ready? Okay, we're going to follow the leasing. Ready? Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Up. Better, here we go again. Down. Up. Okay. We're going to add 2 more steps to this one real quick. Alright, so the next step will be that's why I need you to do that homework. Come on, Erica, what do you do? Here we go. This one we're going to spin. Like the fire dance. One more time. Okay, all right, so now we did it in like pieces. Now let's do it all together. All right, here we go. Ready? Now guys, remember, I usually can do the squats, but my knees have been really bad shape for the past 2 weeks, so I want to take it easy. Don't worry, give me another week or so. All right, on 3. Well, no, when I lift up the instrument, what does that mean? We take off, okay. We got it. move. Jocelyn, you look like you're ready. You look like you're ready. You're ready to stop. Maybe, how are you? You okay? Look, maybe I didn't mention this before. I want to make sure I get everybody to understand this, okay? Dancing is like sports or martial arts or anything. You have to do it how your body allows you to do it. Okay, I have a friend that can put his leg like back here.
Me too.
I can't do that. And I'm not even gonna try. You know what I mean? So he's very flexible like that and he can do that, but I can't. So I just do as best as I can. You know what I mean? Like within my physical abilities, because we don't want nobody to get hurt. So when we go down, it's always better even if you're on your toes, kind of like this here. But what's tricky about this is that like all your weight is on your toes, and you better have pretty strong toes and be able to kind of keep your balance. Okay? Now, never put your hands on here. I've seen people do that, and it's like you're trying to pick yourself up, but your body, with your hands, you're pushing yourself down. You know? It's like, it doesn't work that way. It's like, you know? So the other thing too is don't lean forward. Try to lean back that you can and okay? And that'll help you. We'll practice that some more. Not right now, but another time, okay? All right, so let me just see what our time is. Check our time. Okay. All right. So, you guys, those are our 4 dances that we're gonna learn. We did 2 of them today, but you guys are now have been exposed to the 4 dances. Now, I want you to be honest with me. Hold on, I'll get to you in a second. We have, what, 2.5 more weeks. We have 5 more practices, okay? At least 5 more. Do you think you'll be able to learn them enough to be able to do it for the our parents? Yeah. Only for what I see here. Hi. Hi, Pasan. Yeah, I think that that's enough time, no? Yeah, I think it's enough time. Right? Yes.
Are we going to do our
Yeah.
all 4? I feel like we can't remember.
Is that all 4? Well, that's what we're practicing, and we're going to get ourselves in shape a little by little, and we'll be able to do the 4. But you know what? Right now, like when we practice, I'm doing it longer on purpose to kind of help you learn the dance, plus, you know, kind of give you some endurance. Okay? All right. So let's take our step in, guys. Everybody. Let's practice our song one last time, and then we'll close out the circle. But before we do, does anybody have any questions or anything? No? All right. Yes. So those are called ayayotes, and those are a type of a pod shell, which means it grows on a tree, you know, like pecans or acorns and stuff like that. And if you could see, we cut them open a little bit. I mean, it has a place where you can open, and it's got like a meat inside. And when I say meat, you know, like pecans, you know, when you open it and you eat, that's like meat. Like, it's not really meat, but that's what we call it, right? So it has like a meat in there. We clean it out, and then what you saw was like little bearings. And bearings are like little silver tiny balls that we put like 2 or 3 in there, and what happens is, go ahead and shake it, Natalie. What does that kind of sound like? Oh yeah, sounds like a little bit like water. Okay, like water a little bit. That's the idea, is that some of these dances are just called water. Question?
No, I wasn't going to say question, but it's like those things you have inside the belt, and once it hits inside, that's what makes it outside.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But that's that kind of rattle, and then he has a different rattle. Can you shake yours? So that's called a gourd, and a gourd is kind of like a potato. You know that? It's kind of like a potato or like a squash, and inside we put like these special rocks in there. And shake it again. You see how they're both rattles, but they sound very different, right? So that's what those are. Okay? Good. Thanks for asking. All right. So let's practice our song real quick, and we'll close out the circle. Ready? All right. Oh my God. Donancy, donancy. Donancy, donancy. Ipanemo wani, koyolo shauki. Paso kamati, donancy. Donancy, donancy. Donancy, donancy. Donancy. Ipanemo wani, koyolo shauki. Taso kamati, donancy. Donancy, donancy. Very nice, all right. Oh yeah, oh okay, Erica, we'll see you on Thursday, okay?
Bye-bye.
Take care. All right, so I'm gonna say Mateo, thank you everybody. I know it's rainy, thank you for coming. Please be safe, enjoy home, do your homework. And you have a good day at school tomorrow, and we will see you on Thursday. Mateo? Thank you.
This is William, hopefully your favorite videographer from Two Hats Publishing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please leave comments below, or like, follow, or subscribe to us and get notices of all our videos. We love it, even when you call.